Hi, I'm Gwen and welcome to Gwen Collects. So I just want to start off with a big thanks to everyone who watched my first video. As I said in that one, this is going to be a pre-owned haul from Amiami and Mandarake. So I guess without further ado, let's open up the figures. I'm going to be unboxing my first Amiami box right here. So let me just grab my scissors. Alright, so the first thing we have in the box is the Amiami card. And now, what's in the box? Oh, I'm so excited about this. Erina is one of my grail figures. So we have a pre-owned Erina Nakiri from Food Wars. She looks wonderful. I'm super excited. And then we also have just a little extra addition to my order. Some little Bokuto and Akaashi keychains. They're super cute. Alright, so here we have the second box, so let's open it up. So again, another Halloween card. Ooh. And we have Racing Miku. She's huge. So here we have Racing Miku 2018 version by Good Smile Racing. Alright, so the last box I have here is from Mandarake, or Mandarake, not really sure how to say it. Let's open it up. Here we have a Taiga, the last episode figure from Kotobukiya. So you can see I got this one unopened, but the package is damaged. Now from the pictures online, the damage is this tiny little speck at the top. Other than that, this looks pretty much brand new. So I'm very pleased with the discount I got on this figure. Alright, so first up here we have the lovely Erina Nakiri from Food Wars. So this is a 1/8 scale figure from Good Smile Company. So this figure actually comes from the scene where Erina is imagined as the Queen of Eggs Benedict. I love all of the very fantastical scenes that are in Food Wars, so I think it's awesome that they turned one of those scenes into a figure. So this Erina figure features kind of 3 parts. We have the base, which is actually real velvet. We have the throne, and we have Erina herself. Starting with the base, it is really nice. I think it is cool to have something that kind of raises up the figure instead of just having the throne itself. The throne is very nice. The detail on it is fantastic. It has a lot of intricate little details. Even the places where Erina covers the throne, they still put the little details on it, which I think is really nice. And then obviously there's Erina, so she looks great, as expected from Good Smile Company. Her legs are super long, which I think kind of add to the figure as she's sitting on the throne, so her legs are one of the main focuses, and I think her dress really plays off of that as well, which I like. Her shoes are cute, some basic red high heels. I like that they're a glossier paint compared to the rest of her. I think that really adds to the figure. The bodice of the dress is very nice. Obviously, Erina has some assets, so this dress highlights them very nicely. They really nailed her face with this figure. She kind of has that condescending look to her, and especially with the pose where she's kind of looking down on whoever is below her. I think the face is perfect. My one critique with this figure is her right hand doesn't perfectly match up with the ball on her throne. And I've seen this in other YouTube videos as well, where some people's it matches up, some people's it doesn't, so I think it was more of a quality control thing. So I got Erina pre-owned on Amiami. She was in B+B condition. The box I would say was slightly banged up, nothing crazy. It still looked pretty good. But she's in pretty much brand new condition. She even had the plastic still on her hair. So even though it was B+, I would say that she was brand new, never been opened or displayed. And I got her for 8,920 yen. Alright, so next up we have these two cute little guys right here. So I threw these into my order with Erina, just as like a little, I don't know, last minute impulse buy. So these two are called Yorinui plushes, I believe, and they're just little keychains. And they are of Bokuto and Akaashi from Haikyuu. Bokuto is my favorite Haikyuu character, and there's not nearly enough merch of him. I wish that there was a scale figure. Please, I will literally buy any Haikyuu character if they would just make a scale figure of them. But until then, I did pick these guys up. I thought it would be cute to have them both because I feel like you can't have Bokuto without Akaashi. They are a pair. I mean, who else would deal with Bokuto's BS, right? So right now I just have these guys sitting at my computer on my desk. It looks really cute and they make me so happy while I'm doing my assignments. But once we can go back to school, I'm hoping to put these guys on my backpack. So I'm very pleased with these. I got these two brand new from Amiami and they were approximately 1,300 yen each. Okay, here we have Hatsune Miku. This is the 2018 racing version by Good Smile Company. So this figure was an impulse buy for me. I saw her on the pre-owned section of Amiami for a pretty great price. She was 8,900 yen as well. And once I saw her for that price and looked up some reviews of this figure, I couldn't say no. So while they say that this figure is a 1/7 scale, she's a massive 1/7, bordering on a 1/6. As I said in my last video, I really like my holo 1/7 scale, and seeing that she was a large 1/7, I was kind of like, ooh, I kind of might have to get her. So I decided to pick her up. Now, where they really got me with this figure was in the shipping. So since I'm in Canada, I'm able to ship EMS right now, although SAL is suspended due to coronavirus. But even with EMS, this figure cost me $60 Canadian to ship. And if you saw the unboxing at the beginning of this video, you'll know why. The box for this Miku is huge. So if you are interested in picking her up, I would caution you that shipping will be expensive. I know the DHL quote they gave me was for about 9,000 yen, which was more than what I paid for the figure. So enough about shipping, let's talk about the figure herself. So here we have Hatsune Miku. She's the only Hatsune Miku I've picked up so far, and probably won't be my last, but we'll see. What really drew me to this figure was the pose. The pose is super dynamic. I love how she's almost leaping forward. The other thing that sold me on this figure is her adorable expression. So if you look closely, you can actually see that her tongue is sticking out. They sculpted a teeny tiny little tongue, and I think it's the cutest thing I've ever seen. So the winky face and the tongue sticking out sold me on this Miku. In addition to her super cool outfit. I don't know if it's just me, but this Miku looks like she's wearing a uniform from Kill la Kill. I think it's the stars. It's almost like a 2-star Goku uniform, which I think is kind of fun. So the paint job on this figure is really nice. Her hair looks great. I love the gradient that goes from teal to green. I also really like her boots. They painted them with a glossier paint, and I think it adds to it. It almost looks like she's wearing like latex boots or patent leather boots. So I really have no complaints about this figure. I think she looks fantastic. I really like the base, the figure, everything about it is just super, super cool. But putting this figure together was so stressful. The left pigtail went in all right, but her right pigtail would not go in. If you'd like to see me struggling to put her together, you can watch a video that will be coming very soon where I do a full unboxing of this figure. because you may want to see the involved process that comes with putting her together before you buy her. Another issue I had with this figure was actually her head. I couldn't get her head off. I wasn't even sure if it came off, but there was plastic between her head and neck. So I assumed the head had to come off. She has these cool little stars sticking out of her head here that also make putting her together even more stressful because you don't want to break the stars off her head. Anyway, if you do get this figure and you're wondering, yes, her head comes off, so don't try to peel the plastic out from between her head and her neck like I did. Just pull her head off. It comes off, I promise. I got this figure pre-owned on Amiami as well. She was in AB condition and the box is perfect. It is in pristine condition. There was not a mark on that box and all the tape was still on. She had never been opened before. In conclusion, if you're thinking about adding a Racing Miku to your collection, I highly recommend the 2018 Racing Miku. Alright, so last but certainly not least is my beautiful Taiga figure. So this is a 1/6 scale Taiga figure made by Kotobukiya, and this is the last episode version. She is a 1/6 figure, so she's pretty tall. Taller than, I think, Erina's throne, actually. I had her on the shelf beside Erina, and I think she was taller than the throne. So that's pretty cool. The base is nothing special. It's kind of cool. Again, following the velvet theme that seems to be going with this video, she also has a velvety base. It's pink. I think the pink looks cute with her kind of very black and gray outfit. I was super excited to pick her up from Mandarake? Someone please tell me how to say it. I got her from Mandarake pre-owned for 7,500 yen. Her box was sealed, but there was slight damage to the top, so she was slightly discounted. I was pretty happy with that price for this figure, so I bit the bullet and picked her up. I have another Taiga coming next March, the wedding dress Taiga. I'm so excited for that figure. It's probably going to be my favorite once it arrives. I'm so happy to have pre-ordered that one. But in the meantime, I've gotten my Taiga fix from this figure. So a little bit more about the figure. She is wearing a very cute school uniform, her classic knee-high socks, and interestingly, some navy blue shoes. You know, it's a fashion statement, black and navy. I'll give her that, she looks cute. I love how they were able to take such a simple figure and give it a lot of motion. Even though she's just standing there, the way her hair is moving and her skirt is fluttering a little bit, it definitely gives her motion and spices up an otherwise boring figure. They absolutely nailed her face. They got that pouty Taiga look perfect in this figure. I couldn't be more thrilled with it. I also think her hair sculpt is the best hair sculpt out of any figure I have. You can barely see any seams at all in this sculpt, and the paint job looks really nice and three-dimensional. All in all, Kotobukiya nailed this simple figure, and I'm so happy to have this Taiga in my collection. Alright, so that does it for my Amiami and Mandarake haul. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to see full unboxings of the figures that I showed in this video, I'll be uploading more videos for each figure individually. So I've filmed unboxings for Miku, Erina, and Taiga that show everything from how they come packed in the box to how they are assembled. So if you're interested, keep an eye out and those will be up very soon. I hope you have a wonderful day and I can't wait to see you next time. Please subscribe if you are interested in more scale figure collecting content.